Uh, it was this generic antiparasitics, and it was called ivermectin. And it came across when it was COVID time, right? And then they were showing that several things, the ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, were actually have some positive results against COVID. But everybody called it horse paste and whatever, and it's terrible for you. And and you hear you have to have the vaccination. So then they find out the vaccination was actually not very good for you. It had a lot of adverse side effects. Didn't actually stop you from getting COVID. Maybe it helped from getting seriously ill. That could be, but it didn't stop. They lauded it. Here, you take it, you will not get COVID. That was bullshit. And then you will never spread it. That was bullshit too. So, but then they demonized the other one. Now, ivermectin is coming back again, not just for COVID. It's an antiparasitic, which has a number of properties. But now they're coming up and looking at some of these properties are also anti-cancer. And they're showing a number of studies, these are published studies, that has some positive effects. Now they're looking at trying to find the mechanisms. And they're doing some published papers. These are actual published scientific papers showing some of the effects of the mechanisms of how it should work. So this is something that's coming to light now. And this sounds very interesting because it's not just ivermectin. There's a number of antiparasitics that are also having these positive results against cancer. Fibrosidril, and there's several of them, and they're all antiparasitics. So they're looking at maybe there's something to cancer and antiparasitic medicines and whatever modalities or something, that there may be some relationships or correlations that these antiparasitics are effective, or at least somewhat effective, in fighting
here's the
cancer.
problem with that,
Great.
though, is like the problem with that is like, so you and me and any of the 8 guys watching, right?
Yeah.
So how can we figure out more about this? So we
Yeah.
can dive into it on the internet,
Yeah.
and you're going to get, it will kill you, it will turn you into Jesus himself. You'll get the 2 different sides of it, and there's at this point there's no way to know. So what'll happen with those is just like my mother died of cancer. I've got, like I said, we have some friends who are dealing with it now. We've got a lot of very personal history of cancer over here. And so I don't belittle anyone who tries something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when the doctors say, you're going to die, see ya. And someone else says, hey, you take this horse pill, you take this cow pill, you take this, eat this stone, whatever the fuck they say, and it's gonna help you. 90% of those guys are probably just charlatans trying to take your money because it's easy to get money from you in that time. But that's not to say the 10% are not real, and they're the 1% or whatever the percentage is, and you're going to try. And nobody should stop you from trying.